Since 1961, Cordts Plumbing has offered friendly, reliable service to residences all over Bergen County, New Jersey. We are a fourth-generation family-owned business, unmatched in customer satisfaction and professionalism while working in your home. We are the hydronic heating and water filtration specialists, with a workmanship guarantee to put you at ease so you can rest comfortably. We offer financing for those big projects that catch you off guard, and we have a network of excellent contractors in all fields for any project you wish to tackle. Call our responsive office team, and we'll dispatch a handsome and educated technician to lay the smackdown on all your plumbing issues. You can also find us at cordtsplumbing.com, search us on Google, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Like, subscribe, and share, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the season finale of Plumb Bums podcast, the blue collar tradesman show where we talk about small business and entrepreneurship. The Everyman's podcast. Max, how we doing?
I'm good. I think we need to upgrade this set.
Why?
For the next season. We got chunks of carpet cut out. People can't see it.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess.
Just like life.
The seats are getting a little bit stained from all the work.
Well, we need to start being profitable before we start spending more money on this.
Didn't stop you. You just come in one day with new chairs. Come in one day with new chairs.
I had to get it going at some point, but now we need to recoup that.
I used to love that bench.
Yeah, it's sitting right over there.
That was my nap time bench.
We'll keep it over there for lunchtime naps. Season finale.
Yeah.
Unofficial. We don't really keep seasons, but we're going to take a break for the spring and summer because there's a lot of stuff going on. We talked about it last podcast. Cordts Plumbing is coming out with a children's book series. Something funny?
No.
You got something to add?
No. I just think it's funny how giddy you get with the book.
It's awesome.
I know. It is. It's a good book.
Listen, I think I wrote a good book. All right, if I do say so myself. And I had 2 people actually read it that I sent, even though I sent it to like 400 people. 2 people came back, they actually read it. So you know who I'm talking about. I appreciate it.
My grandma doesn't watch this show.
3 people. I forgot her. No, Cordts Plumbing is we're in the works of releasing a children's book series. And basically, should I give them the rundown what it's about? It's about 2 dogs.
You gave it to him last time.
Did I?
Last podcast, yeah.
I'm pumped about it. I don't think there's besides Bob the Builder. What else is out there to like encourage kids to work with their hands?
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol is like a town, like with a cop and
cops. I think they got construction workers in there.
Maybe they're just side characters. This solely focuses. You just shit on like.
I don't. And you act like you don't. You act like you don't.
You just. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what comes out of my mouth. It's shot down.
Because you do the same thing.
Because I do the same thing.
The same thing.
Folks, we're gonna keep it light and airy this episode. We have a whole bunch of dogs in the studio. We got extra dogs today. Sasha, come here. This dog is adorable. Sasha, come here. If she comes to me, I'll put it. See, she doesn't come when you want her to come. She comes when you
have food. She's very food motivated. She's a little chunkers.
I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna hold her up to the camera. She's really, really cute. But we decided to keep it light this week, and we are going to officially introduce. Well, we introduced Vincenzo Massimo the plumber. Vinny was on.
He changed that name though. He was starting to make videos, but he changed that name. I don't think he should have done it.
I had to change it because everybody was like, "Who the heck is Massimo?" And they're like, "Oh my God, is this you?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." But
I'm Massimo.
Nobody knows that name.
And we have our other worker, Joe. Joe is welcome to Cordts Plumbing, unofficial. Joe's been with us for what, like a month now?
Would you say it's around a month? Yeah.
So tell us, what do you guys think of the plumbing industry?
It's not easy, but you got to roll with the punches. So.
Now, I know you don't talk like that normally. You can loosen up. You want to go have a drink? I know you're only 18, but you can take a shot of whiskey to loosen up a little bit.
I'm good.
There's no point. There's no live audience. No one's watching. Joe, what do you think of plumbing so far?
I like it. It's fun being hands-on. Some things are harder than
so let's talk about the different dynamic between Joe and Vinny. So, Joe, what would you say?
You can start it off.
Okay, so here's my impression of you guys. First of all, I think it's a good team because Vinny, you've been here a little longer.
A little bit, yeah.
Vinny's more about business. Joe's about finding the laugh in every situation.
Fair.
Okay, so let's start this off by, and I'm going to have everyone jump in the comments for this one. So Joe and Vinny say the ultimate hype man of all time is Pitbull.
Like,
Oh, it's a no-brainer.
Is this something with the new generation that like,
no, it's not.
or is it
something
just
that-
you guys?
No, it's
Pitbull
it's
just
everybody.
gets you pumped.
I don't know one person who doesn't like Pitbull.
Pitbull, and what else did he say? He goes, Pitbull and
Sean Paul.
Sean Paul.
Sean Paul.
Sean
Me
Paul, the
and him
greatest
were in
hype
the-
man ever.
Yeah, me and him were in the truck and we're listening to music, and on the radio, Pitbull comes on. I'm like, ugh, and I change the station, and he goes, "Whoa, you never change, Mr. Worldwide." And then me and him got into a back and forth, and I was like, "You have to tell Phil what you just said. Number one, and number two, you can't just like, you have to like open your horizon to music. Pitbull is not like the
It's
end
good
all be
party
all
music,
It's-
though.
yeah.
I'll give you that. It's
Yeah.
good party music, especially when it's remixed. But it was funny because like I listened to a whole array of music on the job, and everywhere from like Slipknot to Yanni to like Five Finger Death Punch. And I start ripping on Pitbull, and Joe goes, "I will not listen to someone rip on Pitbull who listens to Yanni
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Bulgarian chants.
and Bulgarian chants." I like
Mongolian throat
Yeah,
music.
what was that?
Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff. I'll throw it up. Should I splice it in?
You can put it for the, yeah. The music for this
So
episode.
there's quite the generational difference, I would say. But Joe, you're a big classic rock fan, though, right?
I like, yeah, I'm more of like 80s, like pop, kind of.
I love 80s pop. I love
Yes, I know.
80s pop. 80s
I
pop
know.
music was the best. So good
For
with
a
the
few years, I
synthesizer.
couldn't get away from it, and then I started to like it.
It's because I played it all the time.
Exactly.
Vin, what's besides Mr. Worldwide, what do you prefer? What's your preference on the job site, music wise?
Mr. Worldwide. I don't know.
He's a country.
Part-
He's a country music fan.
but you can't say like pop country.
Yeah, it's pop
I would
country. It's all,
go.
Yeah.
You're a pop country
it's all the
fan.
new country stuff.
Brutal. The easiest, most simple music in the world.
I know. Oh, this
We
was the
just
other
lost
band
half our fans.
that he said. I said, name like a good country artist, a good band that you really like, and Joe goes, Zach Brown Band. I'm like, the same band that sings Chicken Fried.
All right.
Chicken fried
That's so-
banger.
All the people out there know about Zach Brown Band.
Zach Brown Band.
If you know
Is-
about country, you know about Zach Brown
And
Band.
okay, but here's the crazy part:
Fantastic.
is
Is
like,
it the guy who sings Chicken Fried?
Yeah.
yeah, I was
Fantastic.
naming country artists.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Just masterpiece of art.
I have a playlist with probably 80 songs on it of just him. It's
crazy.
fantastic.
I was naming country. This is what makes me feel old, like how I guess it was with me and you, because you told me that we're the same. I'm the same distance from them in age as you and me are. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Oh, he said I'm into country music," and I'm like, "Oh, so you make, like Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Dolly Parton?" And he goes, "Who? I got no idea who those even are."
like
Like
that's
those, that is
insane
country
to me.
music.
How do you
Well, I
not
mean,
know
I know-
Dolly Parton,
I feel
Willie
like
Nelson?
you definitely know.
I know who they are.
Yeah,
and like
I mean,
maybe
but you
like
don't
a
listen
song
to
or
their,
two.
Everyone knows Johnny Cash and
Not everybody.
Dolly
My
Parton.
friends didn't know who Johnny Cash was. They
Who was the other one you said? You said-
Waylon Jennings.
never heard of.
No, that's wild.
Conway Twitty.
Willie Nelson. I mean,
I know
don't-
Willie Nelson
People know
just
Willie
'cause
Nelson
he's like a stoner.
Yeah, that's why people. Know Willie Nelson.
You know, well, I asked you. Oh shoot, the coal miner's daughter. What's her name?
Oh yeah, I know the song
What is her
and the
name?
movie.
That's a great movie. You got to
Yeah.
watch that movie.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go back to plumbing. So, how soon? So there's a particular like slope that you work up to, and you're able to like end up taking your own truck out soon. You're confident you can talk to customers. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being me, 1 being
You calling yourself a 10?
yeah, 10 being me as always. Anytime we talk about 10, just assume you're talking about me. Scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you guys getting on like jobs? When we go to a job and you're like, oh yeah, I can figure that. Oh,
when
I'm
you're
picking this
there
up.
versus not.
It's different because
when the safety net's not there.
Exactly.
Exactly. So like before, when I had like that little oh shit, like the water's leaking, I didn't know what to think because you guys weren't around, so I was freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, I heard it in your voice.
But it would have like it wasn't a big deal. Like it wouldn't have like been a crazy thing if you guys were just there.
I heard him say over the phone it's leaking downstairs. So when we get there, it's like this small drip. It's like a nothing. But the panic, I understand the panic. It's some of the stuff. Some of that stuff will keep you up at night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just wait. You won't sleep over some things. Jobs that you've been on. I'll send you to a job.
Yeah.
I'll send you to a job, and it'll be like your last job for the day, and you won't be able to. You'll wake up in a cold sweat.
Did I tighten that?
Did I
tighten the gas union? Oh my gosh, I'm literally going to kill this family. I'm going to wake up, read on the news, this family's going to be dead.
Yeah.
They drowned in their own gas.
God.
I'm telling you, dude, it's coming. It's coming. Because you're going to get to a point where these jobs are basically going to be your responsibility.
It's inspiring.
And you're going to have to leave that job with confidence and be like, yep, I worked on their high pressure water system. I worked on their gas lines. I worked on their sewer lines, and I'm going to go home and they're going to be good.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of liability in plumbing.
Yeah.
That's why our insurance is so high.
Yeah.
That's why one of the most expensive trades is we work with high pressure water throughout a finished house, gas lines, sewer lines running through all the walls and ceilings. There's a lot of liability in that. The insurance claims and payouts are huge.
Who do you like? Who do you like working with better? Me or him?
You can be honest.
No comment.
All right, so Max. They all like Max.
I don't see a difference.
Really? Wow, how do you feel about that?
Lies.
That was a punch to your nuts.
Lies. I feel lies. He's got a good poker face. He tells me all about his gambling habits.
Are you jealous that I'm as cool as you? You're supposed to be like a cool hip supervisor.
I don't think so. Listen, you're over the hump.
What does that mean?
You're over the hump. You're past that age of being cool. It's over.
Did
so
you
you're
hear
just
this
trying
guy
to
sing?
Status.
Huh?
He showed me a video of him singing on a piano earlier. I was mesmerized.
He's a great singer.
I didn't even know what to do
Great
with myself.
musician.
Wow.
Was it angelic?
It was
those
beyond
two-
angelic.
Did you think that he was hovering above himself while
I
he
told
was
him
singing?
that. I said this might be the time Jesus comes down. It was good. I would hire him for my wedding.
I have a very limited repertoire though, because I don't play that much. Should get some kind of keyboard or something.
I told you.
Dude, this is
I have him.
Yeah, but
pick it.
you have that little.
He's so picky. He wants the super expensive keyboard. I said I have a free keyboard if you want it.
Okay, let me put it this way. Someone's like, I have a car. I know you need a car. I have a car, and it's that Fisher Price Little Tykes car.
Wow.
That's
You're gonna call it a Fisher Price Tykes car?
That's crazy.
Make a better comparison. Say it's like a beater car, but you need a car. It's like a cheap beater car.
No, I don't need the car. I don't need the keyboard to live. I wouldn't need a car.
I feel like you need a keyboard to live. You need a keyboard.
I just need to like drop insults at you all day so I can live. That's what keeps me going.
That's true.
The insulting relationship. Have you guys picked that up where you never have a kind word for your worker or helper or anything?
Not
It's just
yet.
constant bashing.
No, even if you do a good job, you did a crap job.
I think you guys are in the honeymoon phase right now. We're gonna start.
probably.
We're gonna start. We're gonna
you
start getting
you
annoying.
can do the nicest piping work I've ever seen. I'm gonna say it looks ugly. Take it out, do it again.
So the place that I used to work at, one of my managers, this is how he would punish guys if they screwed up. He would keep them off the field the next day. He would make them dig a hole until lunchtime, and then after lunch, he would make them fill it back in.
That's just screwed up. It's messed up.
I saw that. You know where he probably got that from? I saw a like a military youth camp where they send like bad kids to down in Georgia.
Scared straight.
It was like a scared straight, but it was a military camp, and you sent the bad kids there, and if they got in trouble there, they would make them dig a hole, move dirt from one dirt pile to another dirt pile. That's it.
Just manual labor.
Yeah.
It's a good deterrent.
Yeah.
I mean, it stopped the Russians from revolting. It certainly kept those guys at bay. Jeez, what was it? What's the Russian body count?
I think the
up to?
real
60
question.
million?
Huh?
Never mind. Go ahead. What's the real question?
If we're not
Tell me
getting
the real
into
question.
We're not getting into the Bolshevik Revolution. You nuts?
Why not?
Are you guys getting used to Judge Judy yet? Lunchtime Judge
Yeah.
Judy?
I'm
No?
loving Judith
Yeah.
and her
He loves
nasty
Judge Judy.
comments.
He doesn't.
He watches that at the side of his eye. Catch up because
Yeah,
I look
he
over
probably does.
and he's
What
like,
did this one just say? What did that one?
he's trying to be cool, but I see him like looking
No,
over.
you'll never catch me on my phone watching Judge Judy. That's for sure.
No, but I catch you on my phone watching Judge Judy because you have to. Listen, Judge Judy is the GOAT. Judge Judy is the GOAT.
Highest paid TV personality
That's
ever.
how. That's I get a lot of my legal advice from Judge Judy. What do I say all the time?
I watch enough Judge Judy.
I watch enough Judge Judy to know
that's not
that's not how you do it legally. Like they're screwed in court.
Yeah.
All that.
But isn't it all like fugazi? Like
No, they're
whole-
real court cases.
Oh, are they?
My
So,
father was on that show.
when you
not
get-
Judge
Was he?
Judy, he was on Judge Millian.
If you're involved in
Other
the
one.
court system, it's like public record. And so when you're involved in a court or you're getting sued or you're suing somebody, you'll get a whole bunch of letters from lawyers saying, we will represent you. We'll represent you. If you get in a car accident, same thing. But also these TV shows, if they're looking for guests, they'll send you, they say, come on our show, litigate your case on our show. You won't have to pay and you get an appearance fee. And my decision is final. So it's like arbitration.
Okay.
Yeah. So they do get an appearance fee for going on TV, but like if somebody wins $4,000, they get that $4,000 plus the appearance fee. So it's almost like you're gambling.
They pay for your flight tickets,
Yeah,
everything.
it's like a free vacation to Cali. You know,
Yep.
come on, she's the. I don't know. Maybe if you don't like her, like if you don't love her by now, you'll never ever love her. You know that song? That's a pop '80s song. If you don't know me by now.
We're not doing that. This is not your.
I like how he calls the shots. This guy just calls the shots, just sits back, absorbs all the benefits, and just calls the shots. Like Stewart. Like
I'm
Stewart
the
under the
idea
umbrella.
man. You're the actor. You act on it. I'm the idea man.
I'm still waiting for ideas.
Yeah. What are we doing here? What is this show?
Well, I Zuckerberg this.
I know
because
you did. I know you did. I didn't want to say anything,
I
but
Zuckerberg the hell out of this idea. So, so
I'm
he
the
suggested.
Winklevoss twins. And did you ever see that movie, The
Yeah.
Social Network? Yeah.
That's so true. He threw it out there. But you were talking about a truck podcast where we just set up the camera in the truck.
Yeah. I mean, I still think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I still think
What,
it's
like
a good
on the
idea.
road? Like we're
On the
driving
road and just
around?
film you guys talking and BSing during the day.
Oh, I like that.
By the way, I told him to start doing it. He started a show. Not a show, but like a little channel.
Post, yeah.
I think those channels, I told you both, take a video of everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a good job, even if you mess up, people like to see the learning process too.
It's true. You can get a lot of followers. You might get more
And then he
followers than
started
us.
one.
Because
Yeah.
I'm old. You guys are young.
Yeah.
You know the hip terms
That's how you
like
get
skibbity
sponsors.
Skibbity.
Skibbity.
Kibbity and
Riz.
Riz. And you say, freaking Joe says Riz all the time.
Yeah, you riz someone.
He
up.
Do I?
You say Riz all the time. And touch of the tiz.
Touch of
I say
tiz.
tiz all the time. I don't think I say riz.
Don't tell people what that means. They have to figure it out.
I don't think people are going to have a hard time finding out what a touch of the tiz is.
I also don't say touch of that. I just say someone has tiz.
Yeah, that's tiz.
Oh man, it's a whole new world. I don't understand it, and I want off this planet sometimes. I just want off. And the biggest thing was when they said Pitbull was the greatest hype man in the world.
I mean, that's just a fact.
I don't know. What else are we talking about? What else you guys want to get into? What do you love about plumbing, and what do you hate about it? And keep in mind that sewer line you guys just did the other day.
Yeah, I love getting poop splattered on my leg.
It's disgusting.
How
Sewer
about
lines
that
are
day,
nasty.
if you use that, remember I told you, if you use the grinder, you have to put up more tarps and all that dust is going to
Yeah.
be everywhere. You will taste that
Oh.
cast iron for like 2-3 days
It's
in your
in
next
your
meal.
skin.
It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
you do.
Disgusting.
It's just
Doesn't
in
matter
your
what you do.
taste buds. It's all like
You'll taste cast iron for the next couple days.
yeah.
But I was, you know what, I will say I was pleasantly surprised when I said I gave you like a 2-hour time window to cut out that section of sewer line. And after about an hour to an hour and a half, you guys called me back and said, we're good. So
You
I
gave him
was-
too much. You gave him too much leniency.
You know,
You got to tighten up that ship next time.
yeah.
Tell him the hammer drops in an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, sewer lines are. So it's not always. Obviously, plumbing's not always that filthy.
No.
Yeah.
But I will say this: sewer lines, because we charge extra for sewer lines. Number one, you have to taste that shit for 3 days.
Oh.
You have to be covered in other people's crap that has been sitting in that line, sometimes for 80 years. Those lines are like 80 years.
Yeah, the cast iron was
Yeah, like
You
that
got like
gas.
George Washington
old.
turds in that thing.
That's
So So you charge for that, and I'm sorry, folks, but guess what? Like, you don't get to have like human beings that have to sit here and grind up your poop chutes.
Yeah.
And cheap out on it. We're going to charge you
shave
for
off
that.
a couple of years of your life.
Yeah, eating
Mm.
cast iron dust and sewer dust and like, because I have people.
I've developed chest pains over the years. Don't know where it came from.
I don't either. I have no idea I don't know where that would come from. But should stop smoking. Stop zinning. You zinner,
Zinner.
filthy zinner.
Can't believe you zin.
Forgive me, Lord, for I've sinned.
No, this is the thing you guys are going to realize is that, and so when I first started, it was hard for me to charge. But now that I know that, like, even replacing that toilet today,
Yeah.
it's a toilet. It's not filthy. You got to wear gloves. You got to pull the rack swing. But for an hour and 15 minutes, you literally have to sit there and kneel over where they crap day in and day out.
Yeah.
So when people are like, "Oh, that's too much for a toilet," it's like, all right, why don't I just like how much would you charge to go to people's houses and rip out and hover your face and put your hands where people poop and pee day in day out for years and years and years?
And yak.
And
This is
puke.
this is going to be controversial, but I think most people would be okay with slavery because of the way they talk to us.
Cut that out.
No,
That's
no. I say that like most people, if there's like a group of people like being underpaid or whatever, as long as they're getting the deal and reaping the benefits, they'd be fine with it. Let's look at China.
We can look at a lot of countries, but
Let's look at
that's not
China
the
right
point.
now. Here's my personal view on it. As long as people are reaping the benefits of somebody else losing, they won't complain. Like if you go to listen, there's some businesses that people go in and they like care for the store owner and they want to support them and all that stuff. But then there's like a lot of the trades they looked at, oh, you're ripping me off. Oh, you're ripping me off.
Well,
oh, you're
I
ripping
think
me
there's
off.
a reason for that. I think a lot of people have been ripped off, and there's a lot of shady contractors out there. There's a lot of shady people in every business. It used to be for a long time car dealers. People just didn't trust a car dealer. People didn't trust, contractors because it used to be cheap labor, and now it's not because this is skilled labor.
Yeah, it's skilled, absolutely.
It's grown into a much more skilled labor. So you also don't have the workforce to support the work that we're doing anymore. Luckily, we have 2 young guys for it, but there's
Yeah.
not. I mean, how many young guys did you have in your class? Did you have a lot of young guys, or?
I mean, I would say 80%, 90% were
Your age?
were our age.
Okay.
And then there was a handful of like 40-year-olds.
Okay, really day classes?
Yeah.
When are they making their money? When are they earning their money?
I don't know, but I know one of the dudes from my class. He's like 40. He came out, started for a company for like 35 an hour, 40 an hour, because he did plumbing throughout. Like, but he just he wasn't able to get licensed or whatever because school.
Well, how many of those guys in your class do you see going and opening successful businesses?
Well, it's pretty fresh, pretty new.
I mean,
You'd be able to tell from ours.
Of the people.
Yeah, that's true.
Give me a number. What's the percentage?
I mean, I think what I've noticed is that a lot of guys don't even. A lot of guys who go to get their license, they don't necessarily go to open up their own business because it does take a certain type of person. What they
Yeah.
do is they go to maybe get a better paycheck at the job that they already have,
Yeah.
or to get into the union or something like that, because it's very, very difficult to run your own business. I mean, you guys will see the jobs will get harder, obviously, but
Yeah.
I always tell.
You guys have seen you've seen boilers installed. You've been on those jobs already.
Yeah,
it's
they've
gonna,
been on-
It's
they've
gonna
been
get
on
to a
big
point where
jobs.
all of a sudden it's gonna just click. It literally just one day, everything just clicks, and you're like, oh, and like everything just comes together.
Yeah.
Same thing with like if you try snowboarding for the first time. One of those trips down the mountain, it just clicks, and then you know how to snowboard.
Or it doesn't.
Or it doesn't.
Or it doesn't. My friend took half an hour to get down the bunny hill.
that?
TJ. He took half an hour to get down the bunny hill. He ripped off his snowboard and he goes, "Winter sports are not for me. You'll find me at the bar."
And that's what
spent
he
the
never
rest of the
tried
day-
again.
never
Well, he didn't
again.
even try. He didn't even put in the effort.
He doesn't
Didn't even
care.
make it past the bunny
He
hill.
doesn't care.
Nah, it sucks. I did the same thing.
Snowboarding.
Some
I
people love
crawled
it.
down the hill, got to the end of the hill, and threw my skis. Never doing this shit.
Well, I mean,
again.
you don't look like a very athletic dude. Would you say you're an athletic
No,
type of guy?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take your word for
You
it.
guys both play sports?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Hockey and soccer.
You play hockey?
You played hockey in high school?
Freshman year, and then I quit. But
I'm a skater too.
figure skater.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we're making jokes now.
Throwing
We're
shots.
just making jokes from the casting couch. Not wise there, Vinny. Not wise. No, I'm just kidding.
What'd you play?
Baseball and basketball.
That's right. You did. You said you played baseball. You pitched.
No.
No.
Third base.
Third base. What does that mean? A whole lot of catching. Well, that's a pretty active position.
Yeah. It's like you get all those hard hit balls on the line. You get all
Yeah.
those.
Wow, Joe. I didn't expect that. I'm sorry to assume. I'll never assume again. That's not
It's
true.
messed up.
What else we got? You were going to ask him something.
What's been your most difficult job? Or what job do you like go to that you don't like? I have jobs that I go to, like I told you, shower cartridges.
Yeah,
Worst.
I hate
that's
shower
mine
cartridges.
now.
Yeah,
They're the worst.
shower cartridges, because you had some trouble on one, right?
Yes,
I haven't even done one yet, so I can't give an opinion.
Yeah,
But
you did tell me that today.
yeah.
They're the worst. Shower cartridges are the worst. They never come out easily. Everyone thinks they're a simple job, so they fight you on the price. You end up being there. You have to take out the cartridge, match it, put it back together so they can have water for the time that the cartridge is being ordered. Then you have to go back. All in all, it's like You're there for 4 hours. You're there for almost a full
And
day.
some of them are not cheap. Me and Vinny went to a cartridge today. I had to look it up because our supplier didn't have it. They didn't have any contacts with that company. And a simple, tiny cartridge that was about that big cost $92.
Who's that? Which customer? Oh, no, don't say it.
No, I'm not going to say the customer's name, but the company's name, I'll say Blanco.
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 The heck is Blanco?
Blanco is some company based out of, I think, PA.
Faucet or shower?
Faucet.
Blanco.
You know it if you
I
saw
just
it.
know if I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those shower cartridges are annoying because you never know what you're walking into, and here's the other problem: they always discontinue.
Yeah.
These companies, they'll put out
a cartridge today.
Kohler will put out a
Yeah.
shower 2 years later. Oh, it's discontinued. It's obsolete. It's like, okay, what about the people that bought that shower for the 2 or 3 years that you were selling it?
Yeah.
What do you tell them now? Well, they're going to replace the valve body. So you're telling me that they have to now cut open their tile.
You guys will learn the companies that do right by you too, and that have like reliable customer service, brands that are more reliable than others,
Yeah.
less expensive, and then you start recommending that stuff to customers too. People will appreciate that. They will.
Yeah.
They'll appreciate that.
They appreciate you. You're there to bestow your. All right, so we're doing this, huh? Is it
Organize
funny?
yourself.
I'm organized. I'm all tucked in and covered here. People will look to you for that kind of advice. You're gonna be like, one day you're gonna be like, wow, people are coming to me to like know things. You know?
Do you guys feel like you're learning?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
At
much
least
more
that.
than school.
At least that.
Yeah.
You don't think school taught you anything?
If you had
No?
to do, let's say let's say that the school comes back and says, "Oh, your paperwork was screwed up. Oh, the schooling you did is completely void. You have to come back and do it again." What would you do?
Yeah, I don't even want to do that.
You don't even want to think about that?
I mean, I was forced to take night classes, but
3 years of night classes.
4
Oh,
4
4 years?
4 years,
4
yeah.
years of night classes is what we had to do.
That's actually so annoying.
8 semesters.
Let's hear this. What do you guys think? I mean, it might be a little bit too early to answer this, but are you guys excited to be on the track to possibly have your own business one day, or do you guys want to
Yeah, what do you want to do?
kind of see where it goes?
Or do you just want to rock Cordts Plumbing shirts for the rest of your lives and just build?
I don't really know yet. I mean, like when I first thought of going into plumbing, I like thought instantly like union was the best option, but union's so tough to get into, and it's like they give you your schedule. There's no paid time off. There's nothing. There's like when they tell you to work, you work. So it's like there's no flexibility, and I don't really want to be 20 years old, having to go down to giant buildings doing work for 12 hours a day, doing nothing all year. It's just not ideal.
Listen, those are good. I wouldn't say that we rag on unions. Unions are, you make a lot of money.
You do, yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's a whole, you got to pay your dues, and you have to go stand on picket lines. Did you know that? You have to go stand on picket lines. That's part of your union dues and union duties.
That's crazy.
Let's say you're protesting something. Your union is protesting something.
You have to alternate and go stand on the picket line all day.
We had a guy who was in the union who said that you would have to day off. It's not a day off. You have to go.
You have to go stand on a picket line, and that's how you move up in ranks.
Politics.
Yeah, that's all it is. So what else we got?
You guys want to learn commercial work or you want to stay residential? That's a hard one because in the beginning I kind of thought that I wanted to try both, a little bit of both, and then I had a lot of guys that kind of steered me away from it.
Away from commercial?
The commercial work. And you know what's funny is that a lot of guys who do commercial work, I said this on one of our other podcasts, but a lot of guys who do commercial work, some that we've worked with, they'd have no idea what to do with residential work.
Yeah,
but
they don't even know how to fix their own homes.
You can go from here to commercial work and just fine.
Really?
Yeah.
It's all basically the same premise.
Just
Even
bigger.
a massive boiler, it's just bigger. All a boiler is, or a furnace, or a hot water heater, or hot water tank, all it is it's all the same premise. So you'll be able to transfer it, and you'll recognize things on the equipment boards and stuff like that. We have to. I hope when over on Sylvan, the big office buildings on Sylvan, I would love to take you guys through the basement there with those massive.
Up in Englewood?
Yeah, those massive boilers down there.
Yeah.
That heat the whole 9-story building. It's
We
a
saw
huge building.
those really big boilers. Our teacher brought us to the high school that's next to our school.
Yeah.
And he showed us
You walk through the utility room?
Yeah. Well,
I think that stuff's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there was a furnace the size of a room.
Remember when we went to go see the trains in
PA?
In PA?
Yeah.
And they have a steam engine?
There's steam engines. It's just a big boiler.
It's just a big steam boiler.
It's just a big steam boiler.
And we're walking up to it and we're like, this is just a big steam boiler. Everything about it. Even has a sight glass.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing. I thought it was so cool. So your industry transfers to so many other things that you don't even realize. But I'm telling you, the day it clicks and it's going to start making sense, it's a great day. You never forget the feeling.
How long do you guys think you can start running out jobs on your own? How confident do you feel right now?
With little jobs.
It depends on the job.
Yeah.
What kind of job do you think you could do now versus a job that you need somebody to help you out on?
Like the sink. I think that is something we could do.
Anything toilet.
Yeah.
Anything toilet I'm good with.
All right.
Faucet?
Anything faucet I'm good with.
I'm gonna give you a nice skirted toilet one time.
Yeah,
You'll be there.
That take 4 hours to put in with a specialty flange.
You'll curse me out.
Yeah, these manufacturers.
Specialty flange.
Specialty flange, skirted toilets. Everybody likes skirted toilets now. So toilets that don't show the bolts.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's so petty.
I'll send you
and
one of those. You'll have fun.
So ridiculous.
How do you even secure
Oh,
it?
you have to completely plan ahead. You have to lay out the instructions. Everything goes slow. It takes 3 hours to install.
Do you
Dude,
guys read the
what pain.
instructions on anything that you do?
No.
Unbelievable.
You should.
You should definitely.
Should start.
We put in the new faucet the other day at that lady's place. You don't really need the instructions. I
No.
mean, there was a
Listen.
10-page instruction thing and screw a couple
Right.
nuts.
Not on everything, but yes.
Kitchen faucets are pretty simple.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these, there's a lot of fancier faucets that completely disconnect. You have to rebuild to secure like widespread faucets.
Touch faucets.
Get used to reading the instructions. That'll help you. I mean, we've been working on boilers, and you're sitting there reading through the manual, and then you find the answer, and then we're able to troubleshoot right there.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is right in the manual. But
You guys kept friendships with the guys that you went to school with? Because I told you that'll help you out too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
few.
so the ones I talk to, I still talk to.
Good.
the smart ones.
The kids that are working right now, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so
Almost,
some of them
yeah.
are not working?
A lot of them aren't.
Really?
Wow.
Well, because like when we first went to the school, like they almost kind of like promised that like they were going to be the ones to find us a job.
Yeah, all those schools do that.
Yeah, but it's like, how do you find a job for 30 people?
Yeah.
I will tell you this: getting out of school in the spring and then looking for a job in plumbing is tough because you
Slows
guys
down.
you guys are entering the season where it first starts to get slow. If you graduated in the fall, no one would be not working. Everyone would have a job out of that school
Yeah.
because I would have taken you guys in a heartbeat.
I started working in the fall, and you just threw me into boilers in the beginning.
Yeah,
Just started doing boilers. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
I had no patience,
Figure it out.
but you figured it out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys who have been in the industry for 10, 12, 15 years. Big Brian on here, he has no problem. And he's been doing this for like 22 years.
I know.
And had no idea how to do boilers.
Well, he did mostly commercial stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, you pick up those skills and what did Casey say? He goes, you are worth as much as the skills that you acquire.
Yeah.
So if you know how to do boilers, you can go anywhere and make top dollar.
What I tell you, I also told you guys that pick a specialty. Be the guy that everybody has to call you for that one thing. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. You're he got calls for steam boilers out to as far as West Virginia.
That's crazy.
For steam boilers, you remember?
Further than that,
Was it
Chicago.
further? Oh, wow.
To do a
I
boiler?
didn't realize
To do 8 boilers, to do 8 steam boilers. She
Would you
couldn't-
go and do that or not?
Absolutely. 8 steam boilers?
But you have to, how do you even
That's like
transport
that's like
everything?
$100,000.
No, you just find a Ferguson, a supplier out there.
Yeah.
You got to take a flight to do that? Like,
I would drive. How far is Chicago?
Chicago's probably 10 hours.
Yeah, I would just drive the trucks.
really?
Yeah, absolutely. And then you bang out 8 boilers in a row, take a week, bang them out. That's $100,000.
It's actually kind of cool. You could go from city to city doing plumbing.
Yeah.
Oh, but does
A
your
license.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is in Chicago.
I also heard from another plumber that if you guys ever decide to move states to do plumbing in another state, I think you have to wait about 10 years to be licensed in your current state until you
Yeah.
can transfer it over.
Well, our teacher
10
said
years?
that you have to do basically an apprenticeship over again.
Yeah,
You got to do a whole nother 5 years.
yeah.
Like,
That's
'cause
awful.
Someone was like, "Oh, like I might move to Florida or something." He was like, basically, whether you're licensed or not, it doesn't go over. Like, you're gonna have to start again.
What he told me is that 10 years, if you have your license in your state for 10 years,
Yeah.
then you just have to take a transfer test. You know?
So it's like another
'Cause-
license test,
'cause-
basically.
A license for that state.
Which everything's probably mostly the same thing.
Yeah, it's usually a transfer test, but a lot of states don't even have licensing.
I'll tell you that when you come
Really?
from, not anymore. Not anymore. It used to be like that, but when you come from the Northeast, like where we are,
Yeah.
you can do plumbing anywhere.
Yeah, you can do
Really?
You'll
it
do plumbing anywhere.
because the
It's-
licensing requirements are so high.
It's dumbed down in every other state like crazy.
If you think about states like Florida, like, do they need boilers? Like, it's hot over
no,
there. No.
they
No,
usually
they don't
a
do
lot of
boilers.
HVAC.
HVAC, you'll
yeah.
see their water heaters are sometimes outside.
A lot of
Yeah.
those states down there, they have heating systems only to take out the chill of the house.
Yeah.
Our heating systems have to literally heat up a house so it doesn't freeze.
Yeah.
It's a totally different game down there. But you can make a lot of money down there. You can make a lot of money in renovations. There's a lot of construction. Here's the other thing that we're trying to get into is more renovations, larger renovations.
Yeah.
Now that we have the crew. If you don't have the crew, don't even bother taking a renovation.
Yeah.
If you can't bang out a rough in 2 days, supply and sewer, don't even take it.
A whole house, you're saying?
Yeah. Absolutely not, because now you're just throwing out money, and you can't. You won't be able to price the job, so you can make money. As it's
Yeah.
taking one guy, you'll just price yourself out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're really going to honestly estimate with a handful of guys doing a renovation, small or a large renovation with just
Yeah.
not enough guys, you won't be able to compete. Because
Gotcha.
a company can get in there, pay their guys for 2 days, and bang out a rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
What made you guys choose plumbing? Not electrical. Not HVAC.
Electrical is full.
Money.
Money?
Money.
Making more money?
I have like my dad's best friend's an electrician. He said without a doubt, if I can redo it, I'd be a plumber.
Really?
He said they make more money
You
than
never hear an electrician say that.
No, never.
Never. Electricians hate us.
So you chose it because it was the more financially responsible path.
it's a good job.
You need to fuel that gambling habit of yours, huh?
Whoa, you're just putting this kid on blast.
I'm done with the gambling.
Hope his mom doesn't watch this. Joe doesn't gamble.
She's gonna watch it.
She knows. She knows.
She does know.
What
Joe,
about you?
I was gonna do carpentry, And then because my friend's dad is a GC, and he just like he's a GC, oversees everything. He doesn't really do the work. So my mom was like, "Oh, do that." My uncle is an electrician. He was like, "Do plumbing. Like it's more like you need actual skill." Like,
Dude, you can be a plumber and a GC.
Well, my friends are electricians, so I was like, "Yo, we should do like I don't know, like bathroom remodels and stuff."
Do a little side
I
gig.
don't know.
Just don't take shit from the truck to do it. Just buy your parts. I'm down for it. Listen, when you started, I told you when you were going on side jobs, I was like, go do them. You can take the tools for that. Go learn. Go screw that up.
Yeah.
Go screw that up where my workman's comp doesn't have to cover it. You know what I mean?
Workman's comp didn't cover it when I had an injury on the job.
I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't been here that long.
Just don't get injured here.
Don't get injured here, yeah. In general. No, we're good now. No, you can GC. I always thought plumbers would make the best GCs.
Aren't you trying to do that now? Like,
We're trying to do that a little bit, yeah. But you can, plumbers would make the best
GCing you
GCs. My shoulder
Just
is,
stand over your shoulder and watch.
well, that's basically what GCing is, right?
Yeah.
You just subcontract that.
Yeah, my uncle does
yeah,
it now. He
it's
was
not just
hands-on.
that.
No.
You are liable for all the
Well, yeah.
scheduling. If the sheetrock goes up and it's not supposed to, and you forgot that the electrician has to get in, like it all falls on you.
Yeah.
You're the last to get paid. You're the first one to get hired, the last to get paid.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but I always thought that plumbers would make the best GCs because they're at the root of the job.
Yeah, and it has to go where it has to go.
It has to go where it has to go.
The electrical, you can swing and, move however you wanted to.
Yeah.
HVAC can kind of be, it's a little bit more flexible.
My shoulder's killing
Here's
me.
one question I wanna
Oh my god.
Is your family, do your parents support you getting into the trades?
They motivated it.
Your parents motivated you to do it? All right, that's good.
They think that, I mean, especially my dad, he thinks college is like a waste of money, waste of time. Which, like, I mean, of course, like stuff like being a doctor and a nurse and lawyer, all that stuff you need. Like, but like, I don't really want to sit inside of a building, sit in the office for 10 hours.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
What's that? What was that?
My
What was-
parents didn't motivate me. Did
No.
not encourage me at all.
No.
They wanted
get
you to
into
go to
trade.
college.
They wanted me to go to college. I didn't go to. I went for a semester and I dropped out. And they still never liked the idea of me becoming a plumber.
They still don't.
Still don't. What about you?
Same boat as you. I mean, my dad is like, he's on board with it. He's like, I love that you're doing plumbing. My mom has her moment. She's like, oh, it's so good, so good. AI is gonna take over. And then like, in the next sentence, she's like, all right, why don't you go take the cops test? Like, why don't you go be a cop? I'm like, what?
So
Let's call your mother right
she
now.
thinks-
Get her on the
She's
phone.
obsessed.
She thinks it's better
My
to
mom
be a
says the
cop
same
than
thing
to be a
about being a
plumber?
cop.
She's like, the pension. I'm like, people in the trades that make so much money, they don't need
You can make your
a
own pension.
Yeah.
And then she's
Just
like,
do
yeah,
your
true.
retirement right. All right, you guys got to go. Oh, did you hear him protest? My shoulder? Okay, so here's the other thing. Everything catches up to you the moment you turn 40. And-
He's already complaining about injuries. This one.
Yeah?
Said
What
I
happened?
can't kneel down he's doing sinks. Joe's doing sinks like I
Acrobatic
caught him-
moves
Yeah,
in the-
I don't
in the
know how he's doing
bathroom.
it, but like how you lay down to get underneath the sink. He's doing it on his knees and like curling himself up and in.
That's
and
what
I'm
you were
like,
doing?
Yeah, and I'm like, that looks uncomfortable to me.
Kid's got good core strength.
I'm telling you, I'm an athlete.
All right, what else we want to touch base before we wrap this up here? What do we want to talk about?
Anything that you guys want to?
What do you want to get out of Cordts Plumbing? What do you hope? What do you hope to
Knowledge.
get out?
I was about to
Knowledge
say the
and
exact
wisdom?
same thing.
Yes.
Networking.
I want to be the Albert Einstein of plumbing.
I tell people all the time, Cordts is a great company to network because we know everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, the main goal for me is I don't want to be doing physical labor.
Of course,
At
my age.
40, yeah, at like 40 plus. And that's like, that's
Nah,
not
dig.
that's not a hate or anything. I'm just saying I want to.
Where do you get your
I
work
want to have a
schedule
good.
Monday?
I want to have a company flowing.
Agreed.
By the age of
that's
40.
dude. You should not. Absolutely, that should be a goal, a hands down a goal to get out of the field, and you should be running it because you can't run a business and be under sinks all day. You'll kill yourself.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Like, what do you guys want to build your when one day you have your own business, what do you want to build it to? Because I've talked about this with Phil. What do you think you're comfortable with? What do you think you would be when you're good and ready and confident, and you know, you can run your own company, you run your own business. How big do you want to be? Because some people want to get huge, and some people say, I want 3, 4, or 5 trucks on the road with maybe 8, 9 guys, something like that. That's manageable. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'd love to say huge, but like I know I'm gonna be stressing out like every second day, being, did my guys do this job right? This is gonna fail?
I want you to remember that when I send you out.
Well, I know. That's why I'm stressed out of the job. Like, it's a customer. Like, I have to get this right. They called you to do this right. Like, you can't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Like, when I do my side jobs, they know I'm young. I don't know that much. So it's not expected to be perfect.
Right.
When I work for you, like, they know you. This has to be done right.
Yeah.
They call the company with a website and a phone number. I get
Exactly.
it. You want to do a good job. I get it. I'm telling you, once it clicks. Oh, did you hear that?
What, your shoulder clicks?
Once it clicks.
Once your shoulder clicks, that's it? Cut it off?
Dude, I don't know what to do here.
Hang
I'm
up
in,
the cleats.
I'm in some serious issues with this shoulder.
There's nothing you can do. Shoulders are.
It's in my
Shoulders are messed
rotator
up.
cuff, so if I drop it a certain way, it all of a sudden it feels like I got shot by an arrow.
Suck it up.
Oh, whatever, youngin. Whatever, under 30. You're
Suck it
29
up.
years old telling me
Under
to suck
30,
it up.
it's not about the age, it's about the miles.
Really? Wouldn't you limp in here the other day?
Yeah.
I'm like, Max, what's going on? Oh, I played a game.
Mine was
last
from
night.
playing sports. Yours is from just laying on it wrong.
It was recreational soccer. It was indoor soccer.
So?
I'm
playing.
doing plumbing.
Eh.
What's this harder, indoor soccer or plumbing? Day in, day out.
What, harder on your body?
People
Yeah.
chopping at your shins.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Oh, please.
I mean, you would have this.
you should try to play the piano and, the finger cramps that I get.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen,
Finger cramps.
one day you'll reach my level, but that day is not today. All right, let's wrap it up. What do you think? Anything you want to add? How much do you want to be making by the end of the year?
$1 million.
What's your goal? What's your okay? And this is a realistic expectation. In 1 year from today, what would you expect to be making?
Or am I going
A
to be on
year.
my own truck and stuff?
Yeah, you'd probably have your own truck. You both would probably have your own trucks by
Is
then.
25 crazy to say?
25 an hour.
Yeah.
Done.
Did I just underbid myself by
It depends on
I don't know.
on what, like, how I'm comfortable in a year. Like, if I feel like I can go into a house and bang out a boiler.
I think you guys in a
by
year would be
myself.
able to rip out boilers, do boilers, 100%. I'm a good teacher. Even the lady said, remember at that house
Yeah.
when we were doing the shower
Yeah.
pan? Oh, you're such a good teacher. The way you're talking to him up there, I'm listening to the whole thing.
She was gassing it. She was gassing it.
Police fest.
All right, let's do this. Let's wrap this up, folks. Thank you for joining us. Joe and Vinny, you'll see them in the field. They're fun guys, and they're learning very quickly. And I'm quasi proud of you guys. I'll give you that much.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
senor.
Max is
Overrated.
Max has yet to be impressed.
Overrated.
All right, listen. If you guys are interested in being on the show, you're going to go to cordtsplumbing.com. You're going to click the podcast link, and you're going to follow down and fill out the Be a Guest application. Get you on. It's a lot of fun. It's basically one long commercial for your business. You come on if you're a small business owner or entrepreneur. Come on. It's a lot of fun. We'll have a couple drinks and BS. Also, this show is sponsored by the New Jersey State League of Master Plumbers. If you are a plumber, join your local association. It's very important. They give you a voice. They amplify your voice. They lobby the government. They do fundraisers. They raise money for charity. It's something that you should be doing if you're a plumber or basically any trades industry. Join your local association. What is it? What's the term? One stick alone you can break easily. A bunch of sticks you can't.
I heard that with pasta.
It's true.
Never heard of that one.
Just
but
one
you should
piece
never
of
break your
pasta, break
pasta.
easy. Many pasta, hold it strong.
You should not be breaking pasta. Period.
That's true.
You break your spaghetti.
No, I don't break my spaghetti. I don't cook.
My grandmother would kill you.
That's satanic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, plus we got 2 Ginzos with us working now.
State League of Master Plumbers, thank you so much. They are doing very good by us, and we want to say thank you to them. Pratt Plumbing, Steve Hopper.
Yeah.
Pratt's been Pratt
great.
Plumbing, who is also another local plumber you guys should check out.
He's been amazing.
Yeah, really nice guy, and he's really given us a voice and saying and trying
Great
to get the name
company.
out there.
Great guy.
Yeah. Jigsaw PMR, jigsawpmr.com, your solution for property maintenance, restoration, mold, fire, water, sewer damage. They come in. He's got all the really high-tech tools to come in and see what's going on behind your walls, underneath your floor. He will come in and completely remediate any damage you have. Extremely responsive contractor, one of our best guys out there, and you should follow him and his cleanup journey on Instagram and Facebook. Other than that, folks, we want to remind you to like, share, subscribe, share the reels, share the podcast, tell your friends. We need people watching. And until then, we will see you next time.